Hi everyone. So today we are going to learn how to make nature rafts, and these are just like little mini rafts that we're going to make to kind of think a little bit about the idea of safety. So safety means like keeping ourselves and others safe, protected. Um, so we've been staying at home to keep ourselves safe, and this is just going to be like a little symbol of how we've been keeping ourselves safe. So a raft just is a temporary structure that floats on the water that we can that you can go on if you need to cross a body of water and don't have a boat. Okay, enjoy the video. Hi everyone. Okay, so this is how we're gonna actually make a raft. So we need to have a bunch of small little sticks like this. These should be all over the place. When I went outside today to find them, they were all over the ground and really easy to find. I had to snap some in half so that they're all kind of closer in length. And then the first thing that we're gonna do and need actually is some kind of string. So I'm using embroidery string, and I've got all these different kinds of colors of it. And the other tool we're gonna need is scissors. So we just need string and scissors, and you can do any color or any kind of string really. It could be wool or anything you have around the house, or you could order this on Amazon. So then what we're gonna do is we're gonna unwind our first color, and we're gonna wrap the twigs in the embroidery floss to make it really beautiful, or any string that you have. So how we're gonna start doing that is I take one of my raw twigs and I put one finger on the end of it. So I'm holding it up just like that with one finger. Then I take my other hand and I wrap it around that piece to try to kind of hold it down in that spot. Now it's kind of tugged on there. And I'm just gonna wrap it around. Keep kind of moving down. I wanna leave a little bit of that end so I can tie it off after. Then once I've gone all the way down, I'm gonna move back upward so I can tie the end and also fill in some of these gaps that still have a lot of the bark left on them. So I can either use the string to go around, or I was moving the stick around. So once I get it back to this end and I have my little piece here, I'm gonna cut my string and tie these two pieces, this one and this one, together. So you might need a little bit of help from your parents with that. But when I tie, I just make a little loop, and then I put the little piece underneath, just like that, and pull it through. And that will make sure that my stick does not unravel. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a whole bunch of these, and then I'll show you when they're all done. sticks all wrapped up in different colors. Then we can trim off some of these excess pieces that are hanging off. I just want to make sure that they're tied nice so they don't come untied. So some of them might need another tie. And then I'm going to trim off the excess. Okay, so once we have all these pieces done, all of our different colored sticks wrapped up, now we're gonna need some white glue. And you wanna put it on like some kind of surface. I'm gonna use this here, and I'm gonna leave it there until the glue completely dries. So that probably is gonna take a couple hours at least. So wherever you glue it, leave it right there and don't move it at all, okay? So I'm gonna pull my camera down so you can see what I'm doing. So you want to lay 2 sticks like that across from each other, and then our the top of our raft is going to lay on top. So I'm going to kind of like make my design up first and see how I want all my sticks kind of laid out on for my raft. You want them to kind of sit flat as they can on the other stick. So make sure you like how your design looks. I'm gonna change mine a little bit. I think that's better. Okay, so that is looking pretty good. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take my glue, I'm gonna open it up, and one at a time I'm gonna lift up my pieces and just put a big glob of glue right where that's gonna sit. Whatever you put it on, the glue's gonna drip down. So you don't wanna do it on a nice table. You might wanna do it on like a paper plate or just something you can get a little messy with the glue, because we wanna make sure those joints, these are called joints where it sticks together. We wanna make sure we got a lot of glue on there so it doesn't come off. So each one I'm gonna pick up, put some glue down underneath, and a little bit of glue on the sides. Okay, so now I have all my sticks glued down to the 2 sticks that are crossing them. And now the most important thing is I don't want to touch it for a few hours. Okay, so I've let mine dry for a few hours. I think I let it dry for 3 hours. So so now I can pick it up, and now we're just going to do one more wrap after this, and then we're all done. We have our really cool wrapped raft. So you can see there'll be a little bit, there might be some glue stuck to the bottom, and that's fine. If there's too much, you can kind of pull some of it off, but I'm going to just leave a little bit of glue on the bottom. So then I'm going to take some string, and I'm going to wrap it around this edge here. This edge here. And then I'm going to take that and start wrapping it around all the sticks together. So then when I feel like I have a good amount and I like the way it looks, I think that's looking pretty good, then I'm going to just tie it from my loose end here. So I'm just tying these two pieces. Remember, this is the first little length that we left at the beginning. So our parents can help us with this part. Tie it a couple times, make it tight. And then I can trim this off. And there we go. So I'll repeat on this side. So I repeated it on the other side, and now our little raft is all finished. So this raft can't actually really be put in the water because it might not work, but it's kind of a special little keepsake that we can put in our time capsules if we make one. So I'm gonna put mine in just to remember this time where we were thinking about how to keep everybody safe and being at home. So I'm gonna put this in here. Okay, Huskies. So I hope you have a wonderful summer, and I hope to see you again next year. Okay? Bye.